Hey there, so this morning I'm in the gym. I just ran a good hour on the treadmill, just nice and easy, kept things at a 180 cadence. So the whole idea is I'm trying to teach my body how to run faster. So doesn't necessarily mean running at my full out sprint to get faster. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to run at an easy pace, but keep increasing my cadence, so my body and my legs feel more comfortable running faster and moving faster. So that was a good start for the day. But now I'm going to do something. I'm going to take you through a routine that I've been doing a couple times a week for a few months, and I think it's been really helping me. And it's called the Core Workout for Runners, and it's one of the guys that I follow online. His name is Ben Felton. His channel is Ben is Running, and the guy's great. He's a professional runner, and I got this routine from him, and so I just really come to really enjoy it. It only takes about a half an hour to work your entire core, and some of the movements, as you'll see, are quite difficult, but over time they become easier, right? Just like anything else. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to start with a plank hold. I'm going to be doing these for 30 seconds each. I typically do these for a minute hold, but let's go for 30 seconds to kind of get through this a little bit quicker today to show you this routine. And I think if you incorporate it into your training, you're going to become much stronger, and it's going to be easier to run faster as well. So that's what I've noticed after doing this for, like I said, the last 2 or 3 months. My core has definitely gotten stronger, and that helps with my running as well. So I guess that's why Ben called this workout the Core Workout for Runners, right? So yeah, apparently he learned this routine when he trained in Kenya a couple of times. So it's a good routine. Okay, so that's a plank hold. So now I'm gonna just rest for about 10 seconds in between every movement. There's a bit of a rest to give your body a little chance to recuperate before you get into something more difficult, or at least the next difficult routine or movement. So the next one is called it's these side planks. We're just going to hold this for 30 seconds, right? I like these. I'm much stronger on my right side here. I'm really stable. My left side, I struggle a little bit more. Not quite sure why. Maybe because I'm just weaker on my left side, but could be with having to do with my balance too. After COVID in 2022, I kind of I lost the use of the function of my vestibular nerve in my right ear. At first, I lost that 100%, and that first couple of months when that happened, I had a very difficult time even walking. But my body's gotten used to it, and it's compensated, so I'm only missing about 60% only of my vestibular function in my right side. So that's not fun, but that's life. Okay, so now let's rest for a few minutes, or a few seconds here. 10-12 seconds, and then we'll do side planks on the other side. Okay, so again, this is my weaker side, but you know what, we get after it anyway. So we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Let's see if I can get you in the frame here. There we go. First time I did this routine, every one of these movements was really difficult. But if you practice something long enough, you get good at it, right? And my body remembers these, so I can do it pretty good. I guess we're going a little bit longer than 30 seconds each, but that's probably a good thing. I can remember when I first started this routine, 30 seconds for each one of these was extremely difficult. I don't think I could only do a couple for 30 seconds at a time. So but some of these I can do longer now. This next one, this one is going to be a little bit difficult. This was one of the hardest ones for me for some reason. And this was, I'm going to lean back and I'm going to go back on my elbows here like this, and then I'm going to press up. So it's kind of a reverse plank. I'll hold my hips up off the ground. For some reason, this doesn't really feel great with my shoulders, but we get through it. As I said, this one's a little bit difficult for me, so I'm just a little bit shaky on these. But it's a good hold. I love to challenge myself, so I'll get after it anyway. Okay. That's about 40 seconds, 45, actually about 50 seconds. Grab a little water here. Okay, so next one, I actually like the next ones. These are called plank dives. And again, these are a little bit difficult, but I have come to really like these. So you're gonna hold side plank, and then you're just gonna come underneath. And I'm on a mat. What I do is I just reach over and touch the other edge of the mat over here. I feel these right under here, baby. Okay, that's enough of those right now. Okay. Like I said, I actually like these. If you see me reaching up over here, I keep turning on my screen so I can actually see myself, so I make sure I'm on the frame for you. So now I'm going to switch and go to the other side. Do plank dives on the other side. Again, this is my stronger side, so a little bit easier for me on this side. You'll probably have a stronger and weak side as well. So let's go. If you find it hard to balance when you're doing the dives, squeeze your midsection. Squeeze here. Tighten up your core. It'll help you become more stable. The problems I have on these is because my socks are so wet from running, my feet tend to slide down the mat, so I tend to lose my stability a little bit just from sliding. I just lost my balance there. Okay, those are good. Now we have next. I kind of call these like side to sides, and it's just feet off the ground and touching side to side like this. 1, 2, right? So just get into a rhythm. 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This was one of the hard ones for me at first. I don't think I could hold this for longer than about 15 or 20 seconds. Now I can get through at least 30, and maybe even a minute if I wanted to. It's about 45 seconds, so there. Get a little drink of water. Okay, we got next here. Ah. Okay. I think this one is kicks, and you can see here I'm watching Ben's video and I'm using that as my guide for you. Now this is kind of like, this is called bicycle kick. So you're gonna lean back. I like to put my arms across my chest here, and we're just gonna do bicycle kicks. It's getting difficult. If they do it difficult, you gotta stop. It's okay. Give your body a few seconds, and get right back to it. 3, 4, 6. All right. All right, doing good. Doing good. Let's keep going here. We're almost halfway through, so this goes pretty quick. Okay. What do we got next here? These are one of the toughest ones for me. These are kind of like rows, right? So we're gonna start with our knees up, and then we're gonna lean back as we row. So we're gonna do this, and then push back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to rest for a second. 13. Oh, those are tough. These are very, very tough. 2. Pull it back. Pull it back. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, the next ones, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do single legs, one leg at a time, and then we're gonna alternate. These are almost more difficult than doing both legs. You'll see that they feel a little awkward at first, but you tend to get into a rhythm after a few. So, okay, so we're gonna start up, position, and then one leg back, one leg back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. And I'm not strong enough yet, so when you pull back, to come like all the way back down here. I'm just, my core isn't strong enough to do that yet. But that's kind of the idea, right? So let's go. 1, 2. These are one of the hardest ones for me by far. And some of that's got something to do with the balance that I no longer have. So this is really hard for me to stay up. Since I'm only basically working with roughly half of my balance system. But, you know, you get through it. Okay, what's next? It's good that we get this little bit of rest. What we got, bend? Oh yes, okay, this one's very difficult for me too, because this is basically, you're gonna turn to the right while you pull your hips, your knees to the left. And you're gonna alternate side to side like this with your feet off the ground. And for some reason, this is difficult for me because I don't really have a lot of range of motion, I feel. So I can't really get that. I'll show you what I mean. Like, getting that twist, it's hard for me to get my knees over to the other side. But at least I can kind of sort of do them now. At first, this was almost impossible. Oh. Okay. Okay. Drink of water. This one's a tough one. This is just, we're gonna push everything out and we're just gonna hold. Let me see if I can shoot my screen here. Like this. Just gonna hold it. Feet up, arms out, and hold. I know this looks a little bit weird, but it's a really good hold. Let's do it, man. Yep, it's difficult. Just gonna hold. Holding. Okay. Oh. Whoa. You can do these too. I'm kind of like halfway up, but you can kind of lay back while you do them too, a little bit farther like this. Just working that core, right? Okay. Okay, we're doing good. Doing good. We're getting there. Okay. Here's going to be basically just the regular hip raises. So you're going to lean back, hands under your butt, and just lift it. Lift up quick and slow down. Up quick, slow down. Slow up, slow down. Push up. When you get to the top, really push, kind of squeeze your glutes. These look weird, but you'll definitely feel these in your butt cheeks. They work. Squeeze it up there at the top. Squeeze it up there. Okay. Now a bit of a rest here, just for a few seconds. And then we're going to do a version of these, but we're going to do just one leg at a time, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to come down like this. I'm going to straighten out. I'm going to straighten out my right leg, and I'm going to push up with my left. So up. Left knee is bent, right leg is fairly straight. Just lift up. Definitely feel these in my left hamstring. That's the knee that's bent up, and in my glutes. Really good for your hamstring. Feel there most of all. Seconds rest here, and then we'll switch and we'll do the other side, right? Put my right knee, bend my right knee, straighten my left leg up, or left leg out, and then come straight up. Okay, let's get it. Okay. Right leg bent, left leg straight out, and then lift up with your right leg. Boom. Lift up and squeeze. Squeeze that right glute hamstring. Squeeze it up there. Okay, how you feeling? Should be feeling pretty good. Yep, these are tough, but they get easier. The more you do these, the easier they get. Okay, this next one might be a little bit difficult. We have your men. Yes. Okay, so these are just the cross arms like we did the bicycle kicks earlier. We're just gonna do, these are more like flutter kicks, straight up and down. So cross your arms over your chest and straight up and down. Instead of, we did the bike like this, but this is just straight up and down, flutter kick. Boom. Up and down. And you can do these, you see that I'm like 45, at a 45-degree angle. I'll lay down a little bit more in a minute. Well, I'll do that right now. Like this. So as long as I'm still working my core here, and my shoulders are off the mat, I'm still getting the benefit. These are tough. Oh. Why? Those are hard, especially a little bit later in the routine here. Your midsection's getting a little bit tired, so these feel a little bit harder for good reason. So, but I think at this point we get a little bit easier from here. Okay. So now, okay, we're gonna do just like leg raises here. So we're gonna lay down, hands on our butt, and then straight up. And you can do these sometimes hold my head up like this, but then I lay down as well. Put my head down on the mat. Either way. Feel that stretch coming down and squeeze right there. Squeeze. Up, 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 up. Okay. Good. Now, next one is basically the same thing, except when we raise our legs up, we're going to do so. We're going to make a U with our legs like this. Make a U shape. We're going to draw a U. Okay. Here we go. So, to the right, back over to the left. Make a big U. Going, a couple more. Alright. Okay. Wow, we're doing great. We're just a few more movements and we'll be all done with this routine, right? So doing good. Doing good. Okay, get a quick drink. Stay hydrated. Okay, now, this is where, in the routine, that we get to lay down a little bit, so, you know what we're gonna do? This is just simple clamps, right? So, bend your knees, 45-degree angle here, and then just gonna raise the top leg, boom, bam. So again, up quick, power, and then slow down. Up quick, slow down. Ben says these look a little weird in the gym. You might get some funny looks, but you know what? That's okay with me because these work outside of your hip. I really like these. If you're not feeling these too much, really slow it down. So you put more tension on your hip flexor there. Okay. So those are simple clamps. Next one, we're gonna stay in this position. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bend our left knee and we're gonna straighten my right leg on top, straighten my top leg. And then we're just gonna go straight up and down. 1. Slow down. Up quick. Slow down. Up quick. Slow down. And again, if you're not feeling these in your hip here, then really go slow on your downside. And then you really feel the tension in your hip. Rest up, slow down. Rest up, slow down. Rest up, slow down. I like these two. They tend to burn after a while here in your hip and then your glute, but that just means it's working, right? Okay, stop there. Now, stay in this position. We're going to do one more on this side, and then we're going to switch. So this is just going to be, I'm going to straighten my right leg out, your top leg, straighten it out, and instead of lifting up and down, we're just going to hold it right there, okay? So we're going to hold it out here. And after a while, we're really going to feel it right down the inside of our thigh and our hip. Right here in our side. Okay? Just hold it out there. Hold it and really feel, embrace that tension over there. And sometimes when I'm doing this, I'll kind of roll my foot around a little bit. I'm really feeling that tension here going down the side of my hip, and that's exactly what we want. You know it's working, right? Almost there. Okay. Great job on that side. Now we're just gonna switch and do the same 3 on the other side. Start with the clamps, straight leg up and down, and then just a hold. Okay? And then we're gonna be done. Okay, so let's get with clamps over on this side. Here we go. In case you're wondering what I'm filming on an Insta360 Ultra camera. Set on a little mini tripod. It's about, I don't know, 10 inches tall. The tripod, I like the tripod because it doubles as a selfie stick. So you can use it when you're running, which I did yesterday for the first time. So that's kind of cool. Feel those, try to feel these in your outside here, hip. Okay. All right, rest for a few seconds here. And then we'll do straight leg lifts. Okay. Now, straighten that left leg out. And let's go up and down. Feel it right back here in your hip. Strong hips make you a better runner, for sure. If you're not feeling it as much in your hip, slow it down. You feel that tension over there. Definitely feeling it. These are the movements that really make a difference when you're running. So I try to do this routine twice a week. And I also do try to get at least 1 or 2 strength training routines in as well. Okay, last thing here, we're doing great. Now we're just gonna hold. For strength training, I typically do lunges. I do a lot of calf raises. I do hack squats, and I do squats on a squat machine. I do seated leg presses. I do leg extensions, seated leg extensions, when you lift the weight like this with your knees, pull your knees up. What else do I do? I do air squats and squats with dumbbell. And a few other exercises, which I'll record for you one day. But at least a couple times a week, I try to do a strength training routine, and I try to do this core routine. And again, this core routine, I think it's really helped me a lot. All right, so we made it. I hope you like that routine. If you want to see the routine that I'm watching, look up Ben is Running on YouTube. That's his YouTube channel, and do a search for core workout for runners, and you'll find Ben's routine that you just went through today. And I think you do this, start doing this a couple times a week. After 5-6 times, you're going to start getting better and better at it, and you're going to feel a lot stronger here, and you'll feel the difference when you're running, believe me. So I hope you like this video. I'll see you in the next one.